Hello YouTube, long time no see. This is Atlanta to Dallas Aviation coming to you with a single model unboxing today. And as you can see right here, it's the Airbus A380-800 in the current Qantas livery. And this model is from Aviation 400. I personally am not a huge fan of the A380, and I don't think that the Gemini Jets JC Wings version is all that good. So the only A380 I've bought from Gemini Jets was a couple of Emirates versions. One was the, I don't know how to put it. You know that Emirates did a refresh on their livery. So before the refresh, I have one that is before the refresh and it's just the normal livery. And then when Gemini Jets put out the updated livery, I bought one of those, mainly because it would appear that only Gemini Jets is allowed to do those, and they would probably argue that they're the only ones licensed to do many of the models that we buy. And actually, depending on how plugged into collecting you are, you also know that Aviation 400 put out I presume, a bootleg 777-300 in the updated livery a little while ago. However, I did not feel it necessary to buy one of those because the 777-300 mold from JC/Gemini Jets is arguably the best mold out there. So I did not feel it necessary, even though I love the Aviation 400 333. I did not feel it necessary to buy one of those. So I guess if they ever put out a bootleg updated version of Emirates on their mold, I will buy another one of those. But that'll be it for me with Emirates. Anyway, I have come to the conclusion that because I'm not circling all the way back, since I'm not a big fan of the A380 anyway, that I was going to start limiting any A380 purchases to Aviation 400. Aviation 400, this is, I'm not even sure it's arguable that this is the best 400 scale mold of the A380. So, you know, if I'm going to get an A380, I'm going to get the best possible one out there. And right now, that's from Aviation 400. So you can see we have here, so getting back to the model, so this example is Victor Hotel Oscar Quebec Delta. This is just a look. Sorry. Now they call it art number, so I don't know if that's, but typically that's basically the item number, and that's, as you can see here, is Whiskey Bravo 4034. And then this is the rest of the box. Yeah, and here's the back of the box, just the Qantas logo there, and some hey, don't let your children eat your models type stuff, and then of course the little barcode thingy there with the item number below it. But anyway, so we're going to get into opening this. You're not going to get the turntable today because I did not bring my power source for my turntable is my work laptop, and I took several days off. So we get Good Friday off, but I took a few other days off, and my next work day is in the office work day. So I just left my work computer at work. So my power source for my turntable is not available today, so you won't be seeing this on the turntable. We'll be doing it old school, where I put it on top of the box that it came in and turn it around. But I'll still be giving you your additional information on it. But I haven't taken this out of the box like I usually do, only because since I only have one to show you, I figured I could waste a little bit of time just talking while I'm unpacking the model. And I'm finding that I just realized that I have to put gear in this. So that is unfortunate. I have to put the gear in, and not that it's all that bad, but I've got to open up the baggie that the gear's in and all that good stuff. So so let's see. And as you know, all of Aviation 400 stuff comes with a stand, but I'm not going to bother to show you that. If I recall, their A380 model is the first mold that came with magnetic gear. And now they evidently are switching everything, all their models, to magnetic gear, which I think is pretty cool. It kind of harkens back to the old Gemini, not Gemini, the old Dragon Wings days. Now, Dragon Wings didn't have magnetized wheels, but they were plastic, and they would sort of snap into place. So you could, and Dragon Wing came with stands also. So you could put it on the stand with or without the gear on. So it kind of harkens back to old Dragon Wing days. You're going to see me dump the gear here. So you can either do this with gear up or gear down. Now what I am noticing though is that if you do it with gear up, there doesn't appear to be separate pieces to show it with the gear door shut. So that is interesting to me. And you know what? I also don't remember which direction the triple bogey gear go in. I think I remember. So I'm putting them in the direction I think they actually go, but they'll go in both directions. See? Let's see if I can show you that. So you can put those gears in either direction, but the one where it's closer to where these gears are going to be, I believe that is the proper way for them to be in there. All right. Get some more gear in here. But yeah, I absolutely love the magnetic gear, and I'm sort of glad that they're going to magnetic gear on all their models. I think that's pretty cool. This one's not cooperating with me. There we go. And then I believe this goes in this way. All right, here we go. Now I only have one gripe. So Aviation 400 is known for the, let me get a close up here, are known for the 3D beacon lights, and evidently they've decided that no matter which model it is, the model only gets two 3D beacon lights. And since there's two lights on the top of the A380, that's where the two go. Because if I flip this over, excuse me, so if I flip this over where you can see the bottom, so there, if it focuses, there on the T, come on, focus, there on the T, just in front of the T, you can see that they painted on the beacon light on the bottom. So that's the only sort of gripe I have. I'm kind of like, well, why don't you just put the 3D beacon light down there too, and this will be a mold that has 3 of them on it rather than just 2. But whatever. But anyway, it's still the best mold out there. So here you can see I'm not going to turn it here. I'm going to put it on the box it came in, which without the cradle inside of it probably is not strong enough to hold this without the box sagging. But I'm going to put it up here anyway. All right, so here it is. And basically, I have to be zoomed all the way out to be able to see this. All right, so yes, it's angled back because it's sitting on the box it came in that doesn't have the cradle in it right now, so it's making the box sag. So sorry about that. But it sits right. I think you could see that. So I'm doing our old 360 here the way I used to. So you can get a good 360 look at this beautiful model. Now I want to stop right here. I believe this, maybe it doesn't, but what makes this such a good mold is they did a really good job with the angle of how the wing the wing root is attached to the fuselage, and then it kind of angles up, and then it as it starts to come out further and further and further, it starts ever so slightly drooping down. So you can imagine, as heavy as those wings are, there probably would be some drooping, especially out here towards the end. But it also has the wing root properly shaped and connected to the fuselage, where the Gemini jets, that part, the wing root, is just basically straight across. So that is very not right, even though the rest of their mold is sort of okay. But anyway, And the other thing that I noticed with my Lufthansa one was there was some curvature on the horizontal stabilizers that I never really realized was there, and they're like the only ones who have the Aviation 400's the only one who has created that visual, if you will. So awesome. It's just a really great mold, and it makes it work for someone who doesn't like the A380. It makes it worth getting for me. Now, why did I get Qantas? Qantas is one of the airlines that flies the A380 into Los Angeles. And I have said several times that I watch a live stream of Los Angeles and I'm going to actually say it, Airline Videos Live. It is a wonderful live stream that usually happens on Sunday. It's not going to happen this Easter Sunday, or at least I don't think it's going to, unless they have like really good weather. But the host wasn't planning on having a Sunday show, big Sunday show this Sunday, since they just got back from JFK. So here's from the front. You can sort of see the shape of the wing real good here. Again, Aviation 400 nailed the look of the wing here. All right, so continuing around, I want to try to have enough time. I'm going to have a stupid 30-minute video for one model. All right, so now that I did the 360 on the box, I'm going to actually take this off, and I'm going to get rid of the box, which was making it sag. And I'm going to put this down on the flat. And I'm going to get sort of a little bit closer here for you to look at it while I read the extra information I have. So the Atlanta to Dallas aviation extras on this one, obviously it's Qantas Airways. It was delivered to them on the 22nd of August of 2009. Based on very first flight, it's approximately 15.4 years old as of this recording. It is currently active after it was returned to service in March of 2022. So it was in storage for 2 years, and in 2022, it came out March of 2022. It came out of storage to become an active aircraft again. Qantas A380s are powered by 4 Rolls-Royce Trent 972s. And the seating configuration is 14 first class, 70 business class, 60 premium economy, and 341 regular economy. So those are some of the extras I wanted to share with you. Now, I usually do this on the port side, but I'm on the, as you can see, I'm on the starboard side. It took me a long time to remember, or how to remember starboard or port side. And I have shared how I remember that, and so I won't repeat it here, or at least not this time. Alright, getting really close here, and that, I think that might be too close. Come on, focus up. stop focusing on the ruler in the back. Yeah, okay, that's just too close, I guess. There we go. Alright, I'd rather have it clear than close. Alright, so some of this stuff, I wish I had looked this up. I think this is some sort of special sticker. I don't remember what this, I think this is a special sticker, and I cannot see what it says. But it's not like, I don't think it's like 100-year sticker, even though Qantas is one of the 3 oldest airlines in the world. But anyway, I don't have a lot to point out here. Here's your gear door, nicely detailed there. Your Qantas, big Qantas lettering there in between the window floors. You have the Spirit of Australia there, and a look at the starboard side Rolls-Royce engines, although you probably won't be able to see this one. That one probably won't focus, but that one looks like it's focused. So there's your Trent engines. Following back, I guess we kind of missed the baggage door. The baggage door, if you didn't see it, baggage door there. Another baggage door here, and I think there might be another one for some luggage back here somewhere. And then you also have your registration number here in between the floors in the Australian flag. And then this tail is so big that I have to zoom out a little bit so you can see the whole tail. So you got your kangaroo there with some silver shading. And you can see your APU back there in the back. You can see the far side wingtip there. It's red. It's red on the outside and on the inside, but only the inside has the little kangaroo on it. And then one of my favorite features of Aviation 400, which we already kind of pointed out, right there on the top. Whoa, hey. See? Stop focusing in on that. Come on. Wow, it's still trying to focus in on the... I have this happen every single time. But anyway, so right there at the top of the screen, you can see the 3D beacon lights, and there's 2 on top of the A380. So that's where Aviation 400 decided that they're only going to put 2, and so they put both of them on the top. So anyway, that will do it for me. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like. If you have enjoyed multiple videos, please consider being a subscriber and share. I'm not really sure how you share these, but if you know how to share them, please feel free to share. In any way, sorry, kind of lost my train of thought there. Please like or subscribe. Please leave comments if you got this model or you have other Aviation 400 A380 models that you'd like to comment on. I would love to read your comments on those. And otherwise, until the next video, happy collecting.